And apparently I'm live, so hello and welcome to you guys. It's a bit unscheduled live stream with unboxing because I've got a nice box delivered through here, and as soon as I've opened it, I've decided, hey, that's gonna make a nice unboxing live stream. So that's the purpose why we're here. So if you join me just for the first time or not, you'll know those videos sometimes go very random and things are not exactly working well. But that's what makes it fun. And today I've got a parcel delivered by a nice TNT courier, and inside we've got an item that we're gonna be unboxing. And the unboxing, when I hear mystery box, I'm in. Fair enough. When I hear mystery box, I'm in as well. So the moment I didn't actually know what's gonna arrive today. I know a couple of things are coming for the reviews, and I'm waiting for them. But because I have no tracking and they're going from all over the world, it's a bit of a Russian roulette in terms of what I'm gonna arrive. So I've seen the delivery truck stopping in front of my house, and I thought, like, the only thing I bought today was the cartridges for the labels. That's all. So I wasn't sure what's coming up next, and that's why I've decided to have unboxing. And the item that I received today are headphones, but not just very usual headphones. Those headphones apparently sport AI technology, and that's why we're gonna be unboxing them. And they have a nice, very presentable box. So I figure out, you know what? Let's just open it up on a live stream, because why not? All good, dude. Everything's all right. What about you? How's your day going? Wanna DIY? Good boxes full of orders. I love when there's a couple of orders going, because what's gonna happen is like every day is like Christmas. You get something, you open it up, and you don't know what's inside, and that's it's a beautiful thing. So we don't need this. Maybe I should not be doing this. And I've got another thing to open, which is gonna help me speak, which is a nice Nordic berries cider, which is the Swedish cider company, which is actually imported from North Sydney. And something tells me North Sydney isn't a place name that you could find in Scandinavia. So, but it's nice, and it will keep me talking. So let me get some bottle opener, open this up. Ah, lovely sound. And cheers to you guys. Hey, hello from Colombia. Cheers to Colombia, guys. It's very early in the morning in Colombia, so I think Mario is up early. There's a couple of people watching, so hi to all guys. And if you're just catching up, we have Run Free Pro Bio. Let me just switch to a proper camera for you so you can see it better, because I'm prepared. Excellent. So a couple of notes. What we've got. I've not opened it. Obviously, it's unboxing. However, real-time injury risk. Okay, it says minimize injury risk, but the minimize is really like hidden. So I hope these not going to give me any injury. And we have invitation to Run Free Bio, be first in the world to experience Seoul's latest AI earphones, and unbox this beta version starter kit to meet your personal running coach. And the reason I'm excited for this is because, well, I'm trying to be sporty. I don't run as much as I would like to, because it's boring. But I should, because I'm putting up weight because of the driving. But I love cycling, and I'm ever on a quest of finding perfect Bluetooth headphones for cycling. So these sport AI technology that's supposed to give you coaching sessions, which I'm really keen on trying on. So these are the headphones. They obviously Bluetooth headphones. They sport 11 hours of battery life, which is very good, and aptX support, which means better quality of your audio stream. They come with an app that's going to do all the thinking for you. And well, what we've got supreme sound quality. That's a nice marketing there. Real-time voice coaching. I'm really tempted how that's going to feel like. We have waterproof by nano coating, so we have some splash resistance probably implemented, and ergonomic design for comfort and secure fit. And there's a nice magnetic box which opens up like this. And inside we have a lovely guy running really quickly, possibly. So what we've got, enjoy our whole new running experience. So these are probably aiming at people that run, which means I'll have to go and run. You need a Heineken from the Dutch word beer. You know, another word about beer. I don't drink much beer. Cider is nicer for me because it's a sweet. When I go for like a longer cycling sessions, then beer is nice because it's not so sweet as well. And my favorite beer, I think it's Birra Moretti, which is advertised as Italian beer. And for most of the time when I was living in Italy, I was drinking that, and it led me to believe that this is Italian beer, and it's not, because it's I think it's Dutch as well. Don't quote me on that. Good morning, everyone. Charlie, how are you doing? You all right? Right, let's go a step further. So as I said, we have you can see it on this camera. So we have a really nice Solron headphones, which supposed to aid us in running. And I need a knife. Fortunately, I'm prepared. There's nothing better than unboxing stuff. It's honestly, it's like Christmas. I never had big presents when I was a kid, so I'm making my time up right now, and each time I get a box or something, it's really nice to open it. So obviously I'll be running a review later, and I still didn't cut this. Let me try. I'm not actually, all you have to do is just to pull the tab in here. So quality packaging. And there we go. We have our headphones and probably some instructions. There's a carry case, so let's start with this. Probably there's nothing inside. Oh no, there's some inside. So we have your spare pieces, we have round pieces, we have a bigger round pieces, and clips and some extra cups that goes possibly in kind of like this cavity in the ear. And the word there is to mention that, are there like 3 sizes? 4 sizes? Or they duplicate? No, I think they're duplicate. So you have, these are like foam ones. So these have a foam and inside not only rubber. So that's interesting to try. And these just the normal rubber one with the air cavity there. The AI is probably running counter. I actually read like a press release about this, and it sounded interesting. So I'm really curious how that's gonna work. And we obviously have a clip and those earpieces, and that looks interesting. So I might just open it up. So clip. Well, these pieces, they're supposed to, I think, aid the way it kind of the headphone sits in your ear. You have a bit of a softer end in here. We'll check them out in a second. So that's what we've got. What else do we have? We have probably a book and the headphones itself. Oh, they're really lodged in there, so I want to make it without causing a trouble and damage. So let's take this out and put the headphones in, and let's go into do not eat. Interesting. Okay. It does say do not eat. I'm not lying to you. Like, can I show it? Don't know if you can see it. Can you the angle? Probably not. You have to trust me on that, guys. I cannot eat the box, so I'll do remember this in advance. We're not going to consume the box. So it's a really nice box. I like the quality of that, which means there might be some quality behind the product as well. Because if they, you know, not afraid of spending money on the packaging, definitely they will be paying attention to what they're producing. So there is what we've got. We've got a couple of leaflets. This is a boring stuff. This is just that the electrical components are working, so let's skip that. Same thing for the other leaflet. We have a user guide, which is honestly, look at this. I know there's a couple of languages, but wow. Let me just check how deep is a single language, how thick is the single language. English. So actually it's not that bad. It's just a couple of websites. So your bits and what you expect in the box. how to put it in the ear and which component is which, how to use the clip. We have a mic controls, which is nice. We can do, I'm sure we can do the Google Assistant and stuff. With the pairing instructions, I wonder if they have NFC pairing. That would be really nice, but I guess that would be advertised. Just check on the chat. Take a bite. Can I just take I'll take a drink. I'll drink to your health and my health. Nice. And I'll have a lunch later, maybe possibly with the box. So what else we have got? Sweat and water and sweat proof. Standby till 12 days. 20 grams of weight. Range 10 meters, which is your standard. Profiles A2DP, HPC, FFF, and EDR with IPTX decoder support, which is nice. Okay, so that sounds interesting. Anything else in here? No. Then we just have different languages, which is wow. They actually there's Japanese, Chinese, Korean. What else? Russian, Espanol, Deutsch, and French. No Polish. Oh, disappointed. No Polish. Alright, that's the Cheers Wildcat. So that's the instructions for you. And lastly, there is probably just the app. So open Solfit app and go through like loads of different settings in the app. We're going to be looking into this as well. There's some giant analysis parameters to monitor your running form. Are they actually sporting like emotion sensors or something to detect your position when running? That's the thing, because it helps to control vertical oscillation and the step width, which is interesting. And they monitor how you land on each step. Okay, it looks interesting. Like I said, I'm genuinely curious to go for a run and motivated enough to see what they do. So let's go to the meat of things, which is the headphones itself, because that's what they want to sell us. Ugh, they really snug in that foam. I have to say, they actually packaged better than my Sennheisers, and Sennheisers, they were really expensive premium headphones. So what we have in here. So this is the headphones, and they have probably micro USB, which is I wish people would start it on a micro USB. So I wish people would actually start it to include USB Type-C. Can we make a jump already, please? So in terms of quality, that's aluminium, and the rest of it is kind of rubberized. The remote control is plastic, and it's okay. The buttons are covered in rubber, and they distinctive enough so I could kind of recognize them just with my fingertips. Let me just... Yeah, I would be able to recognize with the fingertips. There's a microphone. Looks like there is either microphone or noise guys. No, this is a microphone here and LED here, so I don't think there is any cancelling. Now, the second one has this, which I presume this is a battery, or maybe a sensor and a battery, or I don't know. But yeah, that's not something I come across on headphones like this before. And the unit itself has a bit of a rubber here, metal casing, like I said, and some tips. So let me cut this gently, not to cut the wire, because that would be terrible. Right, and we're gonna try and see if that's gonna even fit or something. So let me just switch the camera for you guys. Let me go. I hate micro USB. I just want mini USB, much more resilient. I don't like micro USB as well. I understand why they use it, because it's a very small connector. It's very easy to add everywhere. But I wish we could just kind of decide on the one standard and use it. Alright, and there is some sort of clip that, okay, so you can control how long is the cable. So which one's left and right? Is there any indication? Yes, there is on the rubber ends in here. There's indication which one's left and right. So this is left and this is right. And I can't recognize left from right, which is another secret about me. I have a scar in here, which basically throughout entire life told me which is a left direction or which is a right direction, otherwise I wouldn't know. So each time when someone asks me for directions, I'm just like, yeah, you go left, and then I'm able to tell them. Okay, I can talk again. So let's see if they fit well, or do I need any like different adjustments. I think I'll just gonna change the camera just for a second as well, give you a close-up on these, because I believe you can remove these and replace them with these caps in here. That's the purpose of it. That's interesting, and we'll be trying this in a second probably as well. So that's a close-up for you. The main camera again. All right, let's see if they are left. Okay. Actually, they should go like this. Yeah, the fit is quite nice. I think I'll be tempted to increase the pads to a bigger one. Well, let's see if that's gonna. Well, actually, it sits very comfortably. I don't feel that they're moving. Neither of this extra weight on the cable causes anything, so that's nice. Yeah, that's actually all right. I can try them with the extra bits just to see if it works. USB-C all the way. No need to pay attention. In your case, are you plugging it the wrong way around? That's correct. With USB, this is the best one. And if you get like a magnetic cables, which I reviewed recently, and they're like brilliant, especially for night charging, and it's there. Huawei has USB-C, so much more convenient. Yeah, I've got USB-C as well, and ever since I was like, you know what, I wouldn't go back. It might be bigger. Let me have just a look in here. Would be possible to add the way, because this is one of the bulkiest remote controls. It would be possible to add USB Type-C, so it's not lost. But preferably. That would be nice, or maybe some kind of like, you know, custom connector with a small like adapter. I don't mind that. Okay, let's try to change these bits and see how that works. I don't know if I'm gonna destroy it or not, but okay. So they have just I have to just lift. See this? Lift them up and just pull it. Yeah, just pull it out and that's it. They have like these small wings, and that's how it's attached. So let's try this. I think I'm doing it all the way around. It's this way. Just like this. Okay. Let's try the other one and see if that makes a difference in my ears. I've noticed that my ears are fairly alright in terms of use of those standard connectors or standard parts. Everything I'm gonna stick in my ears kind of stays there, but you know, we all have different ears. And alright, let's try it this way. Left is there. I can tell they're bigger already because I'm actually struggling a little bit to position them. Oh yeah, with this one there's no way they're gonna move. I can tell you that straight away. I could go and do some parkour probably. They feel fairly lodged inside my ears right now. Right, cool. So I'm gonna keep them for now. I probably should have washed my ears as well before the live stream. So let's go and check out the app and see what the app is all about. The app is called Soul, isn't it? So let's go and download some Soul. Okay, that's probably... That's the app? I hope so. No, this is not. This is a different song. Should I just scan the little thingy? Probably. I'm sorry, that's with the this way. Oh, come on, seriously? Again. Come back. Focus. Okay, so we're going to the main website. I don't think it's... No, they have on the Google Play, so I don't know what the problem is. Let's find the app, okay? Yeah, I just want the app. Come on, guys. Is there an app? Control yourselves, because... oh, come on, I just want the app. Give me the app. Yes, I've read this already in the instruction. Oh, got it. So what is it called? It's Soul Fit. Okay, so that's the thing we should supposed to be installing. So let's install this and see what's going on. Scan. Yeah, I know. I don't like scanning stuff. It's awkward and I'm just not doing it enough. If there was an NFC like pairing and an NFC app, that would be nice, I guess, because that works off the box. I really like NFC pairing. It's so easy, honestly. This is brilliant stuff. So the app is installing. We're gonna pair the headset in a second and see how much battery we have, and hopefully I don't need to charge this. So I'm not going to pair it just yet. You can see everything in here. Location, yes, you know, and photos and media, okay. So we need to create a new user account, and there is a agreement which I quickly sped read with my ability to read everything very quickly, and I'm okay. And there is a privacy which basically tells me to who my details are going to be shared with, and hopefully no one that I don't share it already. And there is another agreement to share and transfer personal information. Okay, so this is where they're actually telling me who they're gonna share my information with. So additional information we collect for, it's gonna be your height, weight, age, sex, length. Hope they don't do that. Leg length. Really? I don't even know my leg. Do you know your leg length, guys? I don't. Do you? Alright, let's agree to it. And verify passport, sign up. Email's empty. Oh, okay, so this is alright. I'll take it away for a second. And sign up, and let's have a look if I'm successful, and then I'll kind of okay. So what units? Obviously I'm UK and I'm using metric because imperial units are for the people that don't like metric system. Confirm. I'm a male. They know about me quite a bit already. Date of birth. Do you want to know my date of birth, guys? I was born in November. September, October, November, and also I was born ages ago, which was 83, okay? And I still need to go to the date, so the rest of it you don't have to wish me happy birthday. The year is incorrect, 83. Okay, confirm. Okay, that's gonna be embarrassing because now you're gonna know I'm obese. That's what my health system says based on my BMI. So I am 175 centimeters tall. The camera makes me small. And I am very heavy. All that year cycling basically means I have a very heavy legs. All that driving means I have very heavy belly. Okay, so that's me. Confirm. Okay, and we are in. Now, do I like there's nothing connected? There's some history, run, and more. Let's go to my profile, my device, how to connect, LED settings, firmware update, about. Okay, so my device, I should be able to scan for my device. Maybe turn that on. Ooh, look at this, it's pulsing here. That's interesting, I like this. Close, so scan again. Okay, we found it. Oh, that was easy enough actually. I like this. So is it done? Now I'll have to do how to connect. Welcome. Yeah. Yeah. I think we connect already, isn't it? Yeah, okay, so it's all good, all done now. And let's check if there's any firmware updates. We have a firmware update, so it's okay. Uploading firmware. Let's see what's gonna happen. So let's this is upgrade. I'm gonna read the charts. 3 agreements. Yeah, I know. How long do you buy trousers without knowing? How do you buy? I just go to the shop and then you know, I'll take a bunch of them. Then I spend about half an hour in the changing room, and then basically I pick the one that's go through my calf and go through my thigh and can wrap around my waist, because I've had very small waist but massive thighs. So basically, if the pants can go through my thighs and wrap around the waist without leaving like several inches, and then it's all good. I can have fun. And then I buy like 3 or 4 pairs, because I know I'm not going to find these for another couple of years. Password is cat123. I forgot the cab on the left. Okay, fair enough. A loss of 20 milliamperes with the LED and on all the time. But you could find the keys, you know, with a LED like this. You could look for the keys in the dark at the, or the keyhole. We'll see. I think this is a battery bit as well. So download and install. Did we do this, right? If it wasn't, yeah, we did this, so I'm not going to run this again. So the most important thing is let's listen to some music, and obviously you won't be able to hear anything, but I will. So let me pop them in. Can I just like, okay, so run outdoor voice coaching. Okay, so I've got some options. Voice coaching on, obviously. GPS device. Okay, let's. Can you even see this a little bit better, like this? Let me just clean it up in here. Not just so, and then it starts. Okay, so it obviously doesn't do anything now. I can just think, I don't know, should I like go for a run? I've got some kind of pace. Hey, it's a very poor pace. It doesn't tell me now. I probably have to go and you know, do some stuff. But anyway, we not hold to stop. That's the interface. I gotta go for a run today, that's for sure. So I just delete this. But let's listen to the music and see what's going on. Am I even paired? See, it's actually not. It's connected to the app, but it's not paired as a music device. So now I'm paired, and now I should be able to get some music going. Come on, Bluetooth. Connect. Come on, you don't wanna play with me. I have to do like maybe connect them via like pairing mode or something. Let me just try this, guys. I think Okay, they're red, so I think they currently are maybe pairing or something like that. Can I try it now? Just pair a new device. Just gonna hold this for a couple of seconds, see what's gonna happen. Okay, now it's like flashing, so it should be in a... Now it's pairing. Okay, so I'll probably skip this step. So there's a different mode for pairing them and different mode for pairing them. Now we have them connected. Excellent. So I guess we'll try the music. Move your head up and down. Okay, are we ready? Music. Hold on, because this is a rap, so you know. So they need a little bit more on the bass side, but we can try to tune it in the equalizer a little bit. So right, in terms of sound, the hip hop rap genre, it's quite nice. For modify the bass a little bit, and it's a little bit more heavy on the bass, and it sounds quite good. You've got very good highs, that's for sure. Now let's try some electronics, and that's gonna be mainly the high pitches and kind of a fast bass. This is a slow bass, so just gonna kind of skip. The electronics, it's alright actually. I don't know. They isolate the noise very well. I can just turn it down to kind of 50%. I still barely can hear anything from outside, so they isolate the noise quite well. Let's try some rock. Or country, actually. I need to take off the bass a little bit, because it's a little bit too bass heavy for this. Oh, that's perfect. And let's try another song, which is gonna be, I don't know what we're gonna do. Let's do some pop. Alright. Right, so my first impressions with the music types are as follows. The highs are really nicely defined. You can really tell that the high tones on every kind of genre music I've tried. It's well defined and it's quite strong. So it sounds really nice. Because of the noise isolation, you don't have to run them loud, which is great. I'm curious to see how they're gonna stack on the bike and how much drag they're gonna create, which creates that sort of extra wind noise, which I try to eliminate when cycling. In terms of a bass, I think it's a matter of tuning them, because for each headphones I have to spend slightly bit of a time to kind of tune them to find the ratio. But so far, after quick presets, it sounds alright. If you're into like music that has a lot of bass, maybe not exactly the perfect fit, but again, it's the size of the headphones as well, which determine how the bass is gonna sound. But it's perfectly acceptable for listening, especially for active listening. When you go and do some outdoors, you're not going to notice this probably, because you're gonna be bouncing and running. Now, in terms of Another interesting thing I wanted to check if I can get a cable bounce noise, because sometimes you have a headphones that give you. Okay, it's actually not as bad. I can hear a little bit the cable, you know, the movement of the cable just a little bit, but I think with the music on it should not be pronounced and it should not disturb me. So that's a positive of it. So do you have any questions in regards to this? Is there a link to the headphones in Amazon? I'm gonna link you in a second. Let me just find it for you. So, and I say you could have a look. Now they are in the pre-order right now. We got them quite early, which don't know if you can buy them yet. See, I can't even find them on the website. Is it this one? Yeah. So they come in a couple of colors, the blue, black and red. I like actually the red ones. So this is a product for you. And I'll write a full review when, you know, I've used Strava. I use Strava for cycling and I use it for coaching as well. I've used MiFit for coaching. I've did a couple of sessions, actually have a write-up about this. I use Google Fit, I use Endomondo, and I've used anything else for workouts, for coaching. No, I don't think I think that's all I remember. So I have a fairly good sense of what's available in terms of the coaching and the feedback when you perform exercises. So that's why I'm really interested to see how their software is gonna provide you with the coaching and what they're gonna say about it. And I have a couple of sessions recorded with the heart monitors and everything, so you can get to very detailed analysis between the different apps and different workouts as well. So yeah, that's why I was quite keen on this. So yeah, they are not very friendly for your wallet, so they retail for about £100 or $120 right now. You can get a discount for pre-ordering, which is, I think I've seen it 20% or something like that, which will bring down the price a little bit. But I'd consider this a premium product rather than cheaper. It's hard for me to say from the in terms of the sound if it's worth 100. Based on the sound alone, I'd say probably not. On the sound, but we assume just I'm focusing on the sound and I'm focusing on the sound in like a quiet environment rather than running and stuff like that, which is different, because I could get similar maybe sound on the different headphones, different type of headphones, but in terms of a sport headphones, these are so far, they sound, I think, the best. I'm gonna run them against a couple of others ones. The one I use the daily basis. Well, it's a couple of years old and they're really good for cycling. Actually, are the LG tones, and those are the older model 730. Because of a couple of reasons, the battery is like insane on this. It's about 14 or 16 hours because of the size of it, and they don't bother you much. The ear plugs itself, they're very tiny, so when you actually wear them, you have a minimal drag when cycling, and you have an array of buttons including calling assistant, tracks, volumes, so even the battery indicator, and I think there was a time if I remember it, or maybe not. But anyway, these were my go-to headphones when I go exercise, especially cycling. If I go running, I prefer to take something without collar because this bounces a lot, so it's not perfect for other exercises. But in terms of the sound, I can tell that these are worse in sound than these. That's, I can tell you straight away. And these are my favorites, and they cost about like $30–40 depending where you're buying them from. So yeah, the sound, okay, good to okay, and like I said, I would have to go and run with them for a bit to kind of verify whether the sound holds up when you exercise, because that's what's different about the sport headphones, how you utilize them, because obviously I could compare the sound to Sennheiser PCX 550, and the sound on this is fantastic, and the noise cancellation on this is fantastic as well. So for example, once the noise cancellation kicks in, it's hardly anything I can hear about. So yeah, it will be interesting to see what is the feedback I'm gonna get during the runs. I expect probably I'll have to run about a couple of times before I will be able to get some relevant feedback, because it's not going to give me coaching based on nothing. You need to have some kind of, you know, history to analyze. So that's what I'm gonna be doing next. I think the AI and GPS infrastructure is a selling point. I want to know more of that. So in the manual there wasn't much. The GPS itself, it's pulling the data from the phone to control. I know, well, there was one thing I wanted to check, which was assistant. So let me see if I can bring up this assistant. So that's a pause, and there was the instructions on how many times I have to press. So 2 seconds, console call, play, fast forward, volume up. Can I just like hold? Nope, I just disable it. Come on. I'm just turning it on again because alright, connected. So if I press once, it's music. Press 2, it's gonna redial something. Yeah. No, don't call. Please don't. 2 seconds, refuse call. 1, 2. No, didn't bring the assistant. So I don't think I've got any way of bringing the assistant yet. Volume controls. 1, 2, 3. No, don't want you to call anyone. No, I don't think I can bring the assistant up. So I have a call control, but I don't think I can bring the assistant. I'll be checking, which is a bit disappointing to be honest, but I'll be checking in the app if I can do this and see what's going on with that. Alright, well, all the questions, you never use that kind of, so if it asks you to say that. I used, now it depends what data you get, that's the interesting bit, because if you use the running applications, like let's say you use a Mifid or Endomondo or Strava, it will give you, okay, you've run for 2 kilometers, your last kilometer was 100, I don't know, 1 minute 50, and your heart rate was, I don't know, 157, and your total time was blah blah blah. It will tell you this based on your workout parameters, but that's pretty much the limit. Or if you set yourself, tell me if I'm running slower than 5 minutes a kilometer, and they'll tell you, oh, you're currently running slower, you have to speed up, and that's all you get. Now the I bet it can be a marketing wording, but I'm hoping that since it has this elaborate sensor, it will actually monitor some of the values and give me a feedback based on that. It's hard to say. I'd have to go for a run, and it's not a live stream I can currently perform, but yeah, that's something I'm gonna do and see what kind of feedback I get, and whether it's more sophisticated than just, oh, you've run 3 kilometers, it took you 3 minutes or whatever. Any more questions about the product? Because as unboxing goes, I think we pretty much covered everything on the first impressions. But I'm happy to you know, to answer all the questions to best of my knowledge. But yeah, I'm pretty excited about this actually, because I've discovered, thanks to my wife, that I'm a lazy person, and when I do sit-ups on my own, I do 30, maybe 40, and I'm like, you know what, I'm just going, I'm not going to do another one. but when she sits literally over me and screams at me and tells me to do one more, it's like I think the best number I did in a single session was 100. So coaching helps in terms of having some kind of feedback on how you're doing and how you're performing. It does help. There is a barrier that your brain's gonna set yourself and says like, okay, I'm not exercising beyond this point, and that barrier can be crossed when you have a coaching, when you have a motivation, when you have a feedback. That goes for cycling, running, static exercise, for everything really you do. So if you have a drill sergeant screaming over you, you will perform better. You will hate it, I hate it, but you will perform better, and it works. Yeah, the bosses. She's bad in terms of that. She's really persistent, but that coaching helps, honestly. So if you exercise with someone as well, that motivates you to kind of, you know, push yourself a little bit harder. You get that competitive spirit, even though it's not a race, it's not a, but you don't want to be the person that, you know, slows the other person down or something like that. So you're always gonna go slightly better than you would do it on your own otherwise. So in my opinion, yeah, it does matter. So I'm actually interested to see. I'm gonna go for a run. I'm fairly consistent in terms of my runs, so I'll see how that going with coaching and whether it's gonna actually motivate me to push myself a little bit better. Right guys, thank you for joining me for this live stream. Like I said, in a couple of days I reckon I give myself about a week to 2 weeks to properly test it and have a proper couple of running sessions and post a review and let you know what I think about it. And I've got another short video right now that I'm editing and gonna post today on my website, and it's gonna be about this here, a little bit more in details. There's a couple of fun things. So I'm gonna be working on that, and I hope to post it within the next 2 hours. So thanks so much for joining me guys, and I hope you're gonna enjoy your day. And for all of you that joined me really late, we were unboxing a pre-ordered version of Run Free Pro from Seoul, which support AI technology in terms of coaching. And yeah, if I'm gonna post a live stream link, or link to this live stream, make it available to public later on, and probably describe everything properly instead of making a mystery unboxing. So enjoy your day. I hope some of you are gonna get motivated and actually go and do exercise because of it. I have no choice. I need to go and run today, so yeah, today and for a couple of days. Yeah. That's the plan. So less D's and more D's. That's what's gonna happen. Right, enjoy your beautiful Tuesday, and I'll see you around pretty soon. So take care. Bye.